Hello students, so in this video we will solve question number 7 of May 2024 P3 paper. So basically question number 7 it's from trigonometry of P3, basically chapter number 3 and 4 of your P3 book. Okay, so let's get started with question number A, question number 7 part A. Okay, so in part A, they said given that square root of 2 sine x plus 45 degree is equal to what? Cos x minus 60 degree. So we need to show that, what we need to show? We need to show that 10x can be written as negative 2 negative square root of 3. Okay. So for this question, look, it is given that this. Okay, so we need to derive from this given equation that 10x can be written as this, right? So you can see that if you see the equation, given equation, it is x plus 45. That means we have to apply the trigonometric double angle formulas here. So I hope so all of you know this trigonometric double angle formula. If you don't know, still this will be given in the formula booklet here. Okay, it's better to keep it memorized because exam situation, you understand, it's exam situation, so if you know the formulas it will save your time. Okay, so let's apply the double angle formulas. In this case, sine x plus 45 degree, right? So sine x plus 45 degree can be written as what? Square root of 2 what? Sine x square root of 2 times what? Sine x cos 45 degree plus cos x sine 45 degree. Okay, this is equals to what? This is equal to cos x minus 60. So cos x minus 60 degree, it is what? Cos x sine cos x cos 60 degree plus, since it is minus, so it should be what? It will be plus sine x sine 60 degree. Okay, so now put the values for what? The sine ratios and cosine ratios. So sine x cos 45 degree. So cos 45 degree is basically square root of 2 over 2. So that should be square root of 2 over what? 2. Sine x there. Okay, plus what? Sine 45 degree. Sine 45 degree is also square root of 2 over what? 2. And then cos what? X. Okay, so we got cos x, this is equal to what? Cos 60 degree is what? Half of what? Cos x half of cos x. Okay, plus sine 60 is what? Square root of 3 over what? 2. Square root of 3 over what? Square root of 3 over 2 sine x. Okay, so now multiply the brackets. So if you multiply the brackets, what you will get? Square root of 2 times square root of 2, this is 2, so 2 over 2, it's 1. So sine x plus what? Sine x plus square root of 2 times square root of 2 outside the bracket, so it will be also 1. So sine x plus cos x, okay, will be equals to what? Half of cos x plus square root of 3 over 2 sine x. Okay, so now we need to do what? We need to divide both sides by what? Why we need to divide? At first, this is the question, why we need to why we would need to divide. Okay, let's say we need to have 10x. We want to have 10x, right? So in order to have 10x, look, if we divide both sides by cos x, if I divide both sides by cos x, sin x will become sin x over cos x, which is tan x, and cos x over cos x will be 1, so it will disappear, right? So the reason why we are dividing both sides by cos x, because we need to have what? Tan x. So sin x over cos x would be tan what? Tan x, and cos x over cos x is what? 1, equals to, again cos x over cos x will be what? 1, so half is the coefficient, so it will remain as it is, plus what? Square root of 3 over 2 sin x over cos x is what? Again tan x. Okay, now we are closer to the end. We have tan x on both sides, so take tan x to the left, square root of 3 over 2 tan x to the left, so what you will get? Tan x minus square root of 3 over 2 what? Tan x. It will be equals to what? Half minus 1, this is what? Negative half, right? So now what we can do? We can multiply both sides by 2. If you multiply both sides by 2, what you will get? You will get 2 tan x minus square root of 3 tan x. Okay, it will be equals to what? Negative 1. Now what we can do? We can take tan x common, right? So if you take tan x common, what you will get? 2 minus square root of 3, right? It is equals to what? Negative 1, right? Now we are at the end. We will just make tan x the subject. So if you take tan x the subject, what you will get? You will get negative 1 over 2 minus square root of 3, right? So now rationalize the denominator, right? So if you rationalize the denominator, what you will get? If you rationalize the denominator, we need to multiply the numerator and the denominator by its conjugate pair. So that would be 2 square. So it will be 2 plus square root of 3, the conjugate pair of 2 minus square root of 3. This is this. So in the denominator you will have a square minus b square. So this is just 3. Okay. So then what we can write? Multiply by the negative 1. So we will get what? Minus 2 minus square root of 3 over 4 minus 3. This is what? 1. So we got what? Negative 2 negative square root of 3. That's what the question has asked for, right? Okay, so that has been shown. Done. Next is part B. So in part B they said hence or otherwise. Hence or otherwise, that means we need to use our answer to part A, and we will use this to solve square root of 2 sin 2 theta equals to cos 2 theta minus 15. So just try to compare with the equation that we have simplified in part A. In part A it was square root of 2 sine, that is fine, square root of 2 sine also there, but it was x plus 45 degree, but now it is 2 theta. Make sense? In place of cos, in place of x, it is what? 2 theta, and this is what? Minus 60 degree. So earlier it was x minus 60 degree. Now in place of that they have considered 2 theta minus 105. Okay. So what we can do? We need to compare the given equation with the previous equation. So if you compare, what you will get? You can write 2 theta equals to what? For part B, you can write 2 theta equals to what? 2 theta can be written as x plus 45, comparing with the previous equation, x plus 45 degree, right? So we need a substitution for x, right? So make x the subject. So if you make x the subject, what you will get there? If you make x the subject, you will get 2 theta minus what? 45 degree. So we got the substitution for what? X. Now you might ask that why I didn't consider the bracket, the part within the bracket of cos theta. You can consider this also, no problem. You will get the same value, no problem. So if you consider, let's see, if you consider that thing, what it will be? 2 theta minus 105. Okay, so 2 theta minus 105, this is equals to what? This is equals to x minus 60, right? So x minus 60 degree. So what you can do? We need substitution for what? X, right? So if you make x the subject, what you will get? 2 theta minus 105 plus 60, which is negative what? Negative 45. This is negative 45. Same thing. Look, same thing. So we got the substitution for x, right? Now we will use this substitution in place of what? 10x. Done. If you do so, what you will get? 10 what? 2 theta minus 45 degree. 10 2 theta minus what? 45 degree. It's equals to what? Negative 2 negative square root of what? 3, right? Okay, now the range is given, right? The range is given. It should be between 0 to 180 degree. Okay, so 2 theta minus 45 degree, it's equals to what? Use your calculator. Keep your calculator in degree mode. So tan inverse negative 2 negative square root of 3, and use your cast diagram. So we got negative 75. So we got, if you use the cast diagram, CAST, right? So negative 75. So negative 75, it lies in this quadrant. So it is out of the range, right? So for 2 theta minus 45 degree, you have to change the range also. The range that is given here, it is for theta only, but we are finding the values for what? 2 theta minus 45 degree. Yeah. So in that case, the range for 2 theta minus 45 degree would be what? It should be greater than what? Negative 45 degree, because 0 times 0 times 2, it is what? 0, and negative 45, it is what? Negative 45 degree. The lower limit would be negative 45 degree, and the upper limit would be 180 times 2, there is 360 minus 45, this is what? 315 degree. Okay, so we got the range for 2 theta minus 45 degree. So within that range we should consider. So negative 75, it lies outside the range, so ignore this one. So where then next, go for the positive ones. Where tan theta is negative, go for positive angles and see where, in which quadrants tan theta is positive. So tan theta is positive where tan theta is negative. Go for positive angles where tan theta is negative. Okay, so tan theta is negative again there in the second quadrant, right? So this is how much from the positive x-axis? This is 180 minus 75. So 180 minus 75, it is 105 degrees. We got one possible value. Then there is another possible angle in the third quadrant, but it is not acceptable since in this quadrant tan theta is what? Positive, right? So it's not acceptable. And at last, another possible angle is, if you go around 90, 180, 270, and then this is another possible angle where tan theta is negative. So this is what? 360. This is 360. 360 minus 75. So 360 minus 75, this is 285 degree, which lies within the range. So this is what? 285 degree. Okay, now just make theta the subject. Now why I stop there? Because beyond 285 degree there are no possible values for tan theta within the given range. Okay, so now make theta the subject. So we will get what? 105 plus 45, this is 150 over 2, which is 75 degree. And another possible value for theta, it's what? 285 plus 45, this is 330 over 2, this is 165 degree. So these are the two possible values for theta, and that's the end to question number 7b from May 2024 P3 paper. Fine.